Soaring fuel prices have caused a spike in demand for electric vehicles, and the Government of Canada has upped the maximum price of autos that qualify for its $5,000 rebate. So for those reasons, here's an updated version of last fall's review of the Ford Mustang Mach-E. The Ford Motor Company has gotten really serious about being in the electric car business, and this is the proof: the 2021 Mustang Mach-E. It's a four-door, two-row, battery electric vehicle that looks somewhat like a Mustang. Is it the car for you? Let's find out today on Family Wheels. You can help keep Family Wheels rolling by giving our reviews a like. Your comments on the vehicle are also welcome, and when you subscribe, be sure to click the little bell and be notified of the next review. And if you feel really generous, watch one of the brief ads that support the channel. Thanks. Why would Ford call it a Mustang? The Mustang's image is far from that of the SUV, and especially electric cars. The answer is marketing. The first Mustang, which debuted in 1964, was a small, dull family sedan, the Falcon, wearing a sexy new outfit. It was a spectacular success, capturing the era's youthful optimism. Now the direction is reversed. The Mach-E uses Mustang styling cues to spice up what could be just another compact SUV, electric or not. So Ford isn't fighting itself for buyers. It's giving the Mustang aura to people taking kids to soccer practice and to buyers who don't want to feel like electric car dweebs. Mustang sales continue fairly strong, while the Mach-E sells as fast as Ford can make it. In fact, the Mach-E outsold the internal combustion Mustang in Canada during the third quarter. One more note, there is no Ford Blue Oval badge on the outside of the Mach-E. Looking at key factors, the main target of the Mach-E seems to be the top-selling electric vehicle, the Tesla Model 3. The first version of this review was done in the fall of 2021 on a 21 model year Mach-E, but prices have gone up since then by at least $1,000 and in some cases more than $3,500 Canadian. But the news gets worse. The Ford US website says the 2022 model year is sold out. Nonetheless, these are Ford's current prices, so that's all we've got to go on. The subsidy situation has improved. On April 25, 2022, the Government of Canada added $10,000 to the maximum base price for EVs that can receive its rebate. That ceiling is now $55,000 or $65,000 with added packages. It means the Select and Premium trims both qualify for a $5,000 after-sales tax rebate. Here in BC, the provincial rebate of $3,000 still only applies to the lowest trim, Select. There's no change to the U.S. scenario, with buyers of all Mach-E trims eligible for a $7,500 income tax rebate. The drive battery comes in two sizes, 68 kilowatt-hours and 88 kilowatt-hours. Estimate of range is 355 kilometers for the smaller one and 475 km for the larger unit. Note that choosing all-wheel drive over rear-wheel drive reduces the estimated range by 30 kilometers for the smaller battery and 50 km for the bigger one. More battery means more power. The 68 kilowatt-hour unit has 266 horsepower in all cases, while the 88 kilowatt-hour version has 290 or 346 horsepower, the latter because of a secondary motor up front providing all-wheel drive. And the hot-spec GT and GT Performance Edition are dialed up to 480 horsepower. By the way, the California Route 1 is an oddity in this lineup because it cannot be had with heated seats and heated steering wheel, which these days, and at this price, is a deal killer for anyone living in even a slightly chilly climate. Multi-link suspension at the rear is doing its job very nicely. Very balanced, and this is where rear-wheel drive comes into play quite nicely. Very smart of Ford to make the base model rear-wheel drive rather than front-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive gives you an inherently sportier feel when you press the throttle and the rear end squats down a bit and away you go. And with the help of a well-tuned suspension, of course. The level of regenerative braking automatically adjusts to each of the 3 drive modes, and there's full regen from the one-pedal braking mode. One pedal is really nice in heavy traffic, but otherwise I'll take coasting. And hat tip to Ford for allowing drivers to select auto hold and have it always engaged, a real plus in city driving. Well, let's see how the Mach-E does on our neighborhood bumpy road. And it's pretty much like most compact SUVs, 2 rows. We're going the 30k speed limit, and you know, it's not super smooth, but it's not super rough. It's time to take our usual cargo of 3 bags of groceries, a backpack, and a stroller, and fit them into the back of the Mustang Mach-E. So a decent, if not tremendous amount of room in the Mach-E with the second row of seats folded up. By the way, underneath here there is a quite small space. It contains the electrical charging cables as well as the inflator kit. Maybe a little extra room for a few little things in there as well. And from the Wait There's More department, the Mach-E has a front trunk, a frunk, with a very useful 4.7 cubic feet of space, 133 liters, about the same size as the trunk on a Mazda MX-5, but more importantly, another feature that competes with Tesla. The dividers can be removed. It takes a bit of doing, but YouTube has many videos on how to accomplish it with simple tools. In terms of accommodating child seats, the Ford Mach-E is definitely family-friendly. We've got our rear-facing child seat in the back. Remember, that's the kind that takes up the most space. Here I am, 5 feet 11 inches tall, 180 centimeters, and I've got generous room up front. Kudos to Ford on that. Now, checking out the rear seat, there's plenty of room. I've got the driver's seat in front of me adjusted for myself, and I've got lots of knee room, foot room as well. The seat pan, the seat cushion is, I would describe, adequate. Now, it's not the lap of luxury. For instance, the seats aren't adjustable fore or aft, and the rake is not adjustable. We do have HVAC controls to the extent that there is a vent control, but no temperature controls. We do have one USB Type-C and one USB Type-A. However, the nicest feature back here is the moonroof. I just want somebody to drive me around all day so I can look at the sky and the trees and maybe the stars at night. It's a really lovely feature, even though it doesn't open up. That's our look at the 2021 Ford Mach-E. A very impressive vehicle, seems to do just about everything right. But what do you think? Leave a comment, give us a like, and of course, thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman. See you next time on Family Wheels.